Okay, cool. So you've done all your setup and you're ready to use Ableton for playback for the weekend or whatever event that you're running. Couple things I want to, point out is firstly, just make sure you've already had a chat with the worship leader as to what the set's going to look like for the weekend or for the event, or even chat with the service coordinator or even myself, just so that you know that, okay, it's just a normal weekend. We're going to play through 4 songs and it's going to be pretty straightforward. All I need to do is just hit play and let the track do its thing, and you won't have to do much. Now, sometimes it may not be a normal weekend, but we're just going to run through a couple scenarios and how you should get yourself prepared for that. So you'd be on stage by now if it's 2 minutes left on the countdown. Music's pumping, everyone's getting ready, plugging your guitars in, just setting all your volumes correctly. While you're doing that, just make sure you just check your tracks to make sure everything's working. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll hit number 1 on my keyboard, MIDI keyboard, and I'll hit play. I'm free, and I'll stop. And all I need to know is I can hear click and I can hear guide, and that's just okay. Cool. I can hear stuff. It's fine. It's working. And it's fine to play that because the first 3 bars, there's really no music. It's only the musicians that are going to hear you. Sorry, musicians and singers are going to hear you. You've got click and track. Front of house won't hear anything, right? So you just want to double check. So you just hit 1, hit play. I'm free. Yep, cool. Hit stop and hit 1 again to line it back up. All right? Now, there are things that could happen is maybe, if you're running the 11 a.m. service and previously at the 9 a.m. service, you faded the track and the guide down to 0. You can see here, it's faded to 0, right? It's faded to 0, and you might have forgotten to fade it back up. So that's why this sort of pre-checks it's good. So, line it up to 1 and hit play, and all you hear is click. Where's the guide? Nothing. Oh, so that means you forgot to turn up your guide. Right, so your master volume fader, turn it back up to 0. And you can see I've just faded it back up. Line up back to 1 again, hit 1 on your keyboard. I'm free. Yep, I can hear the title cue. Cool. So I've got a song ready to go. Hit back 1 again, and you're ready for the set. So countdown's almost done. 10 seconds left, and I usually trigger the song at about 7 seconds in. Right, so 10, 9, 8, 7. I'm hit free. Play on the MIDI keyboard. 1, and just let it do its own thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. And off you go for the set.
Band in.
1, 2, 3, 4. Verse. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Cool. So now the thing is really moved past the screen and you don't know where it is, and that's why you have follow. I'm just going to hit follow.
Verse. 1,
on my
2,
MIDI keyboard.
3, 4.
There we go, you can see. So this green light up. If we click that, we toggle that. See, it doesn't move anymore. So hit follow again so that you know where things are going. And just have a look at guide. And you know the next section's coming up. In 1, 2, 3, 4. And then there's more guide coming up.
Chorus. All in. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And this is where your locators come in handy. You can see chorus all in. So this is the section you're in right now, which is the chorus. And you can tell the next one's intro.
Intro.
Even though you've got locators up here,
1, 2, 3, 4.
subsequent songs do not have that. So that's why you won't be able to, see it. Alright, cool. So you can just let it play. You're going through the songs.
Verse. 1, 2,
It's
3,
going well.
4.
I'm just going to stop there for a sec. Now, if we go to song 2, I'm going to hit 2 on my keyboard. So this is where locator comes in. I'll play the song, and I was going to hit play on my MIDI keyboard.
Love so great.
1.
So we don't have the usual
2,
locator up here, but we've got the
1,
locator
2,
bottom, so we
3,
can see where
4.
we are. Okay, so just hit F or follow on your keyboard.
Verse.
And I know it's coming
2,
up to verse because I
3,
can see it
4.
here. Okay. Now let's go through a scenario that could happen quite that can happen quite frequently sometimes. Is to say you're going through a big song like Exalted Overall. Okay, maybe we'll start just before the chorus. Okay.
Repeat chorus. 1,
So you're
2,
playing the
3,
song,
4.
everything's going well, and then all of a sudden you see Pastor Sally coming up, and she wants to most likely give a prophetic word. Okay? So what you're gonna do is, as an MD, if you're an MD, or if you're not an MD, an MD will say like,
Continue to
call out to the
build.
worship
1,
leader, Pastor
2,
Sally's up.
3, 4.
So we're gonna bring it down. So we've just gone through to the bridge, and things is gonna change from here. So what you do is slowly fade your track down, your master volume, as you can see the guide, and master, and obviously still continue playing the track. So now it's MD. Okay, now it's calling. Okay, we're gonna go back to the chorus in 1, 2, 3, 4. Or wherever the song that you guys were currently at. So just make sure the worship leader signals strongly and all that kind of thing. So you see, we've gone through all the guide, everything, no tracks running, just click only. So because Pastor Sally's up and she's prophesying something, so you guys are just hosting, behind and all that kind of thing. But you also know that in a short while, the track is actually going to end, right? Thankfully, you've already got a repeat section here. So it doesn't matter how long you guys go for. Pastor Sally can be there for the next 5 minutes. Doesn't matter. Because once it finishes, it's just going to go straight into a repeat. And it's just going to repeat that section and you're fine. Okay? Now, if for whatever reason there's no repeat, it's just going to go straight into the next song. Just say there's another song coming up. It's called No Other Name, right? Oh no, what you going to do, right? You've put in song number 5 was Exalted Overall. So look at your keyboard and just hit 5, and it's going to repeat. It's going to start from the top of that song. Okay? So you don't have to hit stop, you don't have to hit play or whatever. Just remember the song number that you've assigned it to. Okay? Well, maybe the better example, let's go with In God We Trust, right? So the more realistic scenario is we're going to start from there. I'm going to turn volume back up again.
Chorus. All in.
So this is after the bridge,
2,
going back to
3,
big chorus.
4.
Oh, and then Pastor Sally's coming up. Alright. So we slowly fade the track down. Alright, band, we're gonna go to chorus. 3, 4, bring it down. And the worship leader will step back, and Pastor Sally's now talking about, the significance of this song and what's it gonna be for our congregation and all that kind of thing. And you're still playing, and you're mindful that the next song's Emmanuel, and it's just gonna go straight into Emmanuel click at 78, which is not what you want. So God in God We Trust is song number 3. At any given point, doesn't matter when, the earlier the better. Just hit number 3, and it's gonna go back. So you're still on 80.5 BPM, and you've just restarted. Okay, so at any point, whenever you got a free hand, just hit number 3. Doesn't matter. If you've just hit it, you can just hit it again, because you don't know how long you're going to repeat that song for, right? Okay, so you're going to go, and you're just going to build from there. You might go back to a couple choruses, couple bridges or whatever. And as soon as you do a big ending, in 1, 2, 3, 4, and crash, big wash, the next song is Emmanuel, washing, stop the track. And the next song, Emmanuel, song number 4. Hit 4 on your keyboard while you're still washing, and hit play on your MIDI keyboard. And you've started click for Emmanuel. And you, as an MD, or if the MD is there, 1, 2, 3, intro. And you're in Emmanuel. Great. All fine and peachy. Now, so you're playing Emmanuel now, and you're about to finish. Do a big ending in 1, 2, 3, 4, and wash. You hit stop on your MIDI keyboard. Now the next song is Exalted Overall. Make sure you fade your track back up, because if not, you're just gonna get click. Alright? So washing, you stop the track, you fade everything back up. You can see my volume just went back up, the guide just went back up. And when you're ready, hit number 5 and hit play.
Exalted Overall.
1,
Alright?
2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Now for just say for instance, right, you finish Emmanuel and you actually still had your track down, right? So I've just faded back down, and you're like, okay, cool. Next song's Exalted Overall. Hit number 5, hit play. Oh no, it's only click. What do I do? Do I stop? Do I hit play again or whatever? like, you get a bit flustered. So just let it play, and what you do is just fade the track back up.
2,
Just quickly fade it back up.
1,
2,
2, 3, 4.
Right? If you can't react in time, it's fine. Just hit stop before the music come back up. Okay, so just hit 5. Oh no, there's no track. Hit stop, quickly fade back up, and hit 5 again and hit play.
Exalted overall.
1, 2, 1, 2,
Cool.
3, 4.
And just let it run. Okay, so that's how you do transitions. Another scenario is hosting. Okay, so just say we finish the song. After Exalted Oral, we're gonna go to hosting. So let's do the tag.
Tag. 1, 2, 3, 4. Big ending. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And big crash. And then now you're gonna go back to chorus. So you count in 1, 2, 3, 4, back to chorus of Exalted Overall. The host comes up. He or she does a quick short prayer, and he's like, "Church is so good. It's so good that you guys are here, and you guys are still playing progression. Just make sure you finish the progression, because what the host is going to do next is just to give a 1-minute mingle to everyone. So you're ending progression. Here we go. In ending 2, 3, 4." And just hold the chord that you ended in. Okay, you must always finish the progression. Hold the chord, and you just remind, okay, guys, we're gonna go hosting. So you hit the hosting key on your MIDI controller. So you lined it up already. And then while the keyboard is still holding the pad, just hit hosting play for the hosting click. And 1, 2, 3, 4. So you start hosting there. All right. And hosting will go on until the host prays for the offering. So when the host talks about the offering, if he's sharing a short word about offering, just keep playing. Have the whole band playing. But as soon as he, like, let's just pray for our offering right now, you can get the band to bring it down just to keys. And it's up to you. You can switch off click at this point and just let keys finish up before we go into church highlights. And that's about the scenario I can think of. The other one is most likely, say we do a song swap, okay? For whatever reason, after you finish song 1, and just say the worship leader comes up to you 2 minutes before countdown finishes, like, oh, okay, song 1 is I'm Free, your usual set list, song 2 is Love So Great, and song 3 is actually In God We Trust. But for this 11 a.m. service, we want to do In God We Trust as song number 2. And Love So Great is song number 3. Okay, cool. So how do you do that, right? Do you change the whole set list or what? Easiest way, if it's right there and then you can't do anything, that's fine. Just play. But to remember to stop it, okay? You've got 4 bars before a song finishes. Okay? So what you can do is quickly open up I'm Free. And with the volume automation, I'm going to click here, and instead of ending to Love So Great, I'm going to drag it back and end it on the 1 as soon as we finish that. So the track actually starts fading when we're about to finish the song. Okay. Same thing with ending of Love So Great. Now remember, Love So Great now is the 3rd song. Okay, so I'm going to fade as soon as that finishes. And then In God We Trust, same thing as well. I'll show you why. Okay. So I'm going to fade as soon as the song finishes at the ending 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, cool. So let's do the scenario. Okay, we've already done the swap mentally in our head. We're about to finish. Let's do the last bridge, the end, the outro bridge.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So remember, song 2 is not Love So Great anymore, it's In God We Trust, okay? So ending.
Ending. 1, 2, 3,
and big
4.
crash, and hit stop on your keyboard. And hit number 3 on your thing. and hit play.
In God we trust.
While you're still washing,
1, 2,
while you're washing,
1, 2, 3, 4.
so you come back in. Now this is song 2, so we did a swap like that. We don't have to change the set list at all.
Verse.
Same thing if after In God We Trust, we want to go into Love So Great, which is, you know, built in set 2, song 2. Let's just do the outro from there.
1, 2, 3, 4. Big ending.
So get ready to stop the track
1, 2, 3.
and big
4.
crash. So stop the track, hit number 2 on your MIDI keyboard and hit
Love
play
So Great.
while you're still washing it.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Easy transition. Now let's just say you play through Love So Great and the next song is actually Emmanuel, right? Which is here, song 4. So we'll play it through. So this is going to be the ending.
Ending.
Big wash.
1,
So get ready.
2, 3, 4.
And big wash and hit stop on your keyboard. Hit number 4 on Emmanuel and hit play on your keyboard. And while you're still washing, band in 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. So that's I guess a bit more. You need to pay attention a little bit more in that sense, but that will save you time from having to, you know, remove song and swap things all over and all that kind of thing, which gonna be a bit more trickier in that way. Alright, so remember, whenever you start a song with tracks, you should always hear the song title, okay? If you don't hear the song title, that means you might have accidentally faded off the track and not remembering to fade it back on, okay? Now, if you don't hear the song title, just don't panic. Just slowly fade the thing up. Alright? And that is all. And when you're ready to come back up for altar call or the ending song, you know, just make sure you line it up before you start the click. So line it up number 7. You can see the yellow orange thing blinking. That means you're ready to go. And you hit play. Cool. So that's how you do playback for Ableton.